violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. But I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Jenquavius Jackson, and y'all already know I'm demonetized and shadow banned in this bitch. So if you want to contribute, go to the Cash App, the PayPal, the GoFundMe, or join the Patreon. Also, don't forget to visit the merch store for all your favorite BGZM News 17 gear, including our exclusive Trump is a Blood t-shirt. Go fast before they sell out. They are already flying off the shelves, no cap. And remember, these super gremlins are on demon time.
One person there has breaking news from overnight. This out of the Dallas area. One person there has died after a tragic mass shooting at an outdoor concert.
Wow. Another mass shooting, this time in a different location. Okay. We covered the mass shooting extensively yesterday in San Francisco. Now we've got another one in Dallas. And I can tell you right now, guys, it's not one of those situations where it's a white supremacist and this person has a manifesto, a 50-page manifesto. Nah. It's just a result of a super gremlin on demon time.
In Dallas. Dallas police say it happened just before midnight. At least 10 people were shot, including 3 minors. No word yet on their conditions. Dallas police say no one has been arrested at this point. The investigation into the shooting is, of course, ongoing. We'll bring you updates throughout the morning. Breaking news from overnight. This out of the Dallas area. One person there has died after a tragic mass shooting at an outdoor concert in Dallas. Dallas police say it happened just before midnight. At least 10 people were shot, including 3 minors. No word yet on their
3 minors shot. And the reason why we know this is a super gremlin, because there was only one person who actually passed away. 1 person killed, 10 people hit. Okay, that pretty much tells me that, hey, this is a super gremlin. Their aim is atrocious. They sometimes they hit their target, sometimes they hit innocent people, but that is a big indicator to me that this was a super gremlin on demon time.
Their conditions. Dallas police say no one has been arrested at this point. The investigation into the shooting is, of course, ongoing. We'll bring you updates throughout the morning.
By midday Sunday, traffic was moving again, but signs of the chaos that filled this part of South Botham Jean Boulevard were still clearly visible.
I can't even move my car because I'm stuck.
Stuck now because of his quick reaction last night. This young man didn't want to be identified for his own safety, especially not after what he's been through.
So you see, the brother didn't want to be identified. Okay. The community got people scared to talk about this kind of stuff, man. And it's not only the people doing these street interviews or these interviews with the newscasters. Okay. If you cover any type of information like this and you're not a big like news outlet like NBC or ABC, people get really upset, especially people in the community. Okay. Go through my comments, guys. You'll see people threatening and doing all this kind of goofy stuff because they're upset when you divulge the truth about a community full of super gremlins on demon time.
Dallas police said around midnight there was a large gathering of people outside this event venue waiting in line, hoping to get inside for a party when someone heard a shot.
Everybody dug. And they just looking around like what happened. And then 3 seconds after that, that's when you get like 15 shots go off in like 2 seconds. And that's real fast.
So everybody's waiting in line to get into the venue. And the shots went off. And to me, it sounds like they may have denied the super gremlin at the door. He comes back around, airs the block out. And I continue to tell you guys, you cannot deny these super gremlins entry to anywhere. And if you do, you might as well shut the whole thing down. That's the only thing. That's the only way you're going to avoid some of these situations.
He says that triggered panic with some people unknowingly running towards the gunfire. DPD says at least 10 people were shot. One of them is in critical condition after eyewitnesses said they saw someone shot in the head. And others were hurt just trying to get away from the scene. Dallas Fire Rescue did confirm it transported victims to area hospitals in 4 ambulances. And tonight, investigators are asking for any video of the shooting itself.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my stuff back, but I have no clue where to go, who to ask.
In the chaos of this mass shooting, he says he lost his backpack, which has some car keys and some shoes. He hopes to get them back, but says he's just grateful he wasn't injured. In Dallas, David Goins, NBC5.
We have a lot to get to this evening. 2 tragedies unfolding overnight. Gunfire at a concert in Dallas and a mass shooting in Sacramento, California.
We begin with the investigation developing in Dallas. For the second time in just 2 weeks, police got the call about multiple people shot. A concert turned in.
For the second time in 2 weeks. Second time in 2 weeks. Multiple people shot. Multiple mass shootings. And this is just in Dallas. Can't get away from it.
In the chaos as gunfire broke out. 1 person was killed, 11 others hurt. Now, it happened in southeast Oak Cliff. This map shows the area. It's near Cleveland and Bonnie View roads, just south of I-20. Dallas police are giving us a little more information about what they've learned so far. David Goins is live outside the police department with that update. David?
Good afternoon. DPD confirming this afternoon that at some point at that concert venue, someone fired a shot into the air. In response, a person who is unknown at this point then responded by firing a weapon into that concert crowd. Dallas police fanned out across a field that doubled as a concert venue early Sunday morning. That field covered in water bottles, but also countless personal items from those who started running for safety just after midnight.
Y'all, somebody started shooting.
A concert goer provided NBC5 with this video showing the long lines of emergency vehicles trying to get in and vehicles trying to leave that venue. It happened in far southern Dallas off Cleveland Road, south of I-20. At an event that concert promoters dubbed the 2nd annual Epic Easter Bike Out.
All right, so let's let's look at this flyer. Okay. Bike Out and Field Party, Epic Easter. So this is an Easter event with rapper Hit Dat, Big Fella Zill, Big Boogie, DJ Hollywood, DJ Lil Bill, and DJ T-Rail or T-Real. You know, looking at this flyer, for one, I don't see no females, so that would be a red flag for me. Looks like it's going to be a sausage fest. So I probably wouldn't have went anyway. But look, kids 10 and under are free. Kids 10 and under are free. If you got a flyer like this, I'm going to keep it a buck. I would not advise you to bring your kids to this type of event. This ain't no regular Sunday school Easter egg hunt. Okay? It's not. Right? The only thing that you're going to be looking for or trying to identify at a party like this are these super gremlins on Demon Time.
Easter Bike Out and Field Party. Dallas police said just after midnight, someone fired a shot into the air, and then an unknown person started firing towards the crowd. A 26-year-old was found shot in the head near the stage. He did not survive. DPD says 11 other people were transported to hospitals by ambulance or in personal vehicles. 3 of those victims are under 18. By daybreak, DPD continued.
3 victims under 18. See, this is why I see the flyer said 10 and under. I don't see why folks in the community thought it was okay to bring their kids there, where they're going to be playing inappropriate music. This is a hip hop concert, you know, so we know what type of music they're going to be playing. We know that it's not appropriate for children, but you still continue to bring your kids to an event like this. It makes no sense to me. And then with the understanding that, hey, it can go down at any moment, meaning that a super gremlin can get on Demon Time at any moment, at any hour. It's just not if you love your kid, it's not an intelligent decision to make. And, you know, I'm not saying that you could have predicted that this would happen, but I mean, actually, I might be saying that you could have predicted this could happen, because if you watch my channel, you know that this is not it. That's not, it's not safe, bruh. At this day and age in 2022, when you got these super gremlins out here, they don't care. It's not safe.
Continued to process this large scene, and into the afternoon, some of those who were at the concert came back to try and find some of those personal items that were lost, phones, keys, and IDs left behind when the shooting started. And back out here live, we have a bit more information on that person who lost their life. His name is Keelan Gilmore. His mother said typically her...
Keelan Gilmore, man. RIP to this brother, for real. It's the crazy thing is he's the only one that died out of 11 total people shot. He's the only one that died. So RIP to the brother Keelan, man.
Son, who's 26, didn't go to large concert venues on very often at all. But she said in this case, he felt it was safe because of the promoted presence of DPD at that concert. I've asked DPD whether or not they had any units assigned to that concert.
And that's so sad, man. This dude, he doesn't even go to these Super Gremlin concert events. He said he don't even go to these large concerts, but he thought it was safe because of the promotion flyer. And I looked at the promotion flyer and immediately said, unsafe. Sausage Fest ain't going. So I don't know why he felt it was safe. Maybe he knew some of the people throwing the party. Maybe he knew some of the promoters. But what an epic mistake, unfortunately, by this brother.
Concert last night. They said they're looking into that as part of their ongoing investigation. We're live in Dallas. David Goins, NBC5.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comment section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
Dallas police are searching for the person who shot and killed
She cold.
a 26-year-old man at a concert in Southeast Oak Cliff. Just after midnight, police responded to the shooting call where a man was found near the stage, shot in the head. 11 others were taken to the hospital injured. One of those injured is in critical condition. Fox 4's David Santendry joins us now with the latest. David.
Yeah, a social media video shows the moments gunfire blasts across the crowd. It's difficult to count how many gunshots there are because, well, there are just so many.
A concert and trail ride party off Cleveland Road in southern Dallas turning deadly early Sunday morning. A cell phone recording reveals the moments, dozens of shots appearing to ring out.
God dang, they lit that mug up. Didn't seem like it was as much gunfire as the San Francisco mass shooting, but they lit that mug up. That's Jane. Damn. Yeah.
Violence and other kind of violence. So it is what it is.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's a Black Gen Z mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video. All right, guys. So, man, Is my volume coming in pretty good? Just wanted to make sure. But we got to cover another story. It's getting wild, y'all. Very sad story, very tiresome story, but we have to cover it again. We got another mass shooting in the United States, this time in Las Vegas, 5 dead. 13-year-old is hospitalized. So man, it's getting rough out here. The guy in question, Eric Adams, okay? So just want to go ahead and pull it up on the screen. Let's get right into it. Here is the suspect, and he is now dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Now, we do have a good amount of context when it comes to this shooting. I'm not sure if we have a real motive yet, but a lot is coming out. I checked out the Facebook page of, people who supported him and whatnot, so we'll go into that. But man, it's getting wild out here. Okay. A gunman is dead Tuesday morning after a shooting at a North Las Vegas apartment complex that killed 5 people and injured a teen. North Las Vegas Police Department officers responded to the 300 block of Casa Norte Drive around 10 p.m. on Monday. 2 women, one in her early 40s and the other in her late 50s, suffering from gunshot wounds, were located at the scene and later declared dead. So, wow, we already have 2 women, one in her 40s and one in her late 50s, dead. And unfortunately, these mass shootings are just back to back to back. And I'm going to tackle that one that happened in the Arkansas shopping center, if you will. Or I think it was a grocery store. Shout out to Main TV with the $5 Cash App. Guys, hit the PayPal, hit the Cash App, show some love. Being severely censored over here, but that ain't gonna stop the show.
Hold on. Hello? Where we at? Oh, you want to know where I'm at? We outside!
All right, so let's keep going. Okay. Detectives would also discover multiple other victims, including 2 additional women in their mid-20s and a man in his early 20s. All 3 were pronounced dead. A 13-year-old girl was also located suffering from a gunshot wound. The girl was transported to UMC and remains in critical condition. The suspect has been identified as 47-year-old Eric Adams, who fled the scene and led officers on a brief manhunt. North Las Vegas police initially located Adams at a business in the 1600 block of Dwayne Stedman Avenue, who was observed with a firearm. Adams then fled into the backyard of a nearby residence. Police say he ignored officers' commands to drop the gun before turning it on himself. He was declared dead at the scene. So instead of just taking himself out, it looks like he just went to go harm other people. I don't know the motive behind this shooting, but, thankfully, we are getting the information quickly. I mean, this thing just happened today, and we're already getting his identification, and that being most likely because he crashed out and deleted himself. So that's probably why we're getting a mugshot. And, it looks like he already had papers on him, so he's most likely a repeat offender. A man who fatally shot 5 people and critically injured a 13-year-old girl at apartments near Las Vegas has killed himself, authorities said Tuesday. The North Las Vegas Police Department said the suspected shooter, 57-year-old Eric Adams, unalived himself Tuesday morning as he was confronted by officers in a neighborhood. Authorities had been searching for him since Monday night's shooting in separate apartment units. Efforts to locate relatives for Adams for comment weren't immediately successful. Police said initially they found 2 women dead while investigating reports of shooting late Monday at an apartment in North Las Vegas. One of them was in her early 40s and the other in her late 50s. So, I mean, who were these women to him? Did he know them? or were these just random women that he decided to end their lives? While officers were investigating, the department said they learned a teen girl had been taken to a hospital with critical gunshot wounds and that there could be more victims in a nearby apartment. Officers then found the bodies of 2 women in their mid-20s and a man in his early 20s. So, wow. So he killed 2 other women and a man in his 20s. Wow. All 5 victims had been shot. Police said they weren't immediately identified. The discovery led to an overnight search of for Adams, who authorities had described as armed and dangerous. Just after 10 a.m. Tuesday, police learned that the suspect had been seen at a business in North Las Vegas. As officers arrived in the area, they saw the suspect with a firearm running into the backyard of a nearby home. The department said officers followed him, but the suspect refused to drop his weapon and died by self-deletion. Police haven't disclosed a motive for the shooting, which they described as an isolated incident. A spokesperson for the police department didn't respond Tuesday to phone and email requests for more information. Wow. So this is very concerning. And their police are saying it's an isolated incident. I don't know if these people that he deleted were targeted, but I mean, he killed 4 women. So, oh man, it's just getting ridiculous out here, y'all. It really is. And each article, we're learning different things. So I definitely want to show everybody, the full scope of this, because you get new details. People are like, oh, well, why do you just watch the same report on the same story over and over again? And it's because you get different details out of each story, out of each video, out of each article. And some articles are not reporting on certain aspects of the crime. So I just want the full scope and totality of what's actually going on. So let's get into this next article detailing the shooting. You got 5 people killed, 1 teen critically wounded in North Las Vegas shooting. A suspect has been located in an apparent shooting in North Las Vegas Monday night that left 5 people dead and a teen girl critically wounded, police said. Officers responded to an apartment shortly after 10 p.m. in a 300 block of Casa Norte Drive on reports of a shooting and found 2 women wounded who were later pronounced dead by medical personnel. Police said in a statement, the slain women were in their early 40s and late 50s. Detectives continued their homicide investigation at the apartment and found a 13-year-old girl who was wounded. Wow. The fact that he was willing to shoot a 13-year-old girl on purpose or by mistake is, I mean, it speaks to the mentality of a lot of the men in the community. When push comes to shove and the pressure is on and they feel tried or they feel disrespected, it doesn't matter who is, becomes a victim of their wrath. And that's a problem. That's a problem we should be seeking as a group accountability, group acknowledgement. This is a problem that we need to be seeking solutions for. But instead, people like to attack the messenger, people who report on this stuff. They like to come at me and say I'm doing something wrong when I'm telling you guys about this and what's going on and what's wrong with the culture that's being bred in the Black community. I mean, this is a grown-ass man. This is a grown-ass man. And yeah, maybe he didn't make anything out of his life. So he has nothing to lose for and he crashes out. This is the mindset. This is a mindset. Detectives continued their homicide investigation at the apartment and found a 13-year-old girl who was wounded. The child is in critical condition at the University Medical Center in Las Vegas, police said. Critical condition. So this girl may not make it. And if she doesn't, then that's that's 6 people killed. Detectives then learned of potentially more shooting victims at a nearby apartment and found two women. Excuse me. Two women in their mid-20s and a man in his early 20s who were all shot. Police said medical personnel pronounced them dead on scene. The identification of the 5 victims, along with their causes and manners of death, will be provided by the Clark County Coroner's Office. Police said no one with the coroner's office was immediately reached Tuesday afternoon. The suspect was identified as 47-year-old Eric Adams. Adams was located and is no longer a threat to the community, police said. Police were not immediately reached for comment Tuesday. Additional information was not available, including a potential motive in the slaying. So we still don't have a motive. I'm trying to figure out behind the scenes what I can deduce from the situation, and so we can, get a real idea of what's actually going on. But yeah, this story is pretty much a dead end. You got articles written about it, not many videos. That's why I'm reading these articles. A lot of people who are familiar with my channel, they're like, oh, where are the videos at? Like, where are the news reports at? I mean, I'm struggling to find. I think I found 2, maybe. So they're definitely this story is definitely going to get censored and shadow banned. But I want to show you guys who this guy is. This is Eric Adams, and no, he's not the mayor of New York City. Right? He's not the mayor of New York City, although he is potentially just as destructive, just in different ways. I'm not saying Mayor Adams is a criminal, even though he's being investigated by the FBI. But that's neither here nor there. Let's keep going. 5 people are dead, and a 13-year-old girl is hospitalized following a late-night shooting at a North Las Vegas apartment complex. The suspect, who was identified as extremely dangerous, died by self-deletion at another location late Tuesday morning and is no longer a threat to the community, police said in a news release. Yeah, no shit. North Las Vegas police officers responded to a report of a shooting at a complex after 10 p.m. in the 300 block of Casa Norte Drive near Craig Ranch Park and Commerce Street. Officers discovered 2 women, one in her 40s and one in her 50s, dead from an apparent gunshot wound in the second-floor apartment. A third shooting victim, a 13-year-old girl, was also found in the apartment and transported to the hospital. Police says she is in critical condition. During the investigation, police discovered 3 more shooting victims in a separate apartment directly below the apartment where the 3 women were found. Police said there were 2 women in their mid-20s and a man in his early 20s dead from apparent gunshot wounds. Tuesday morning, police said 57-year-old Eric Adams was believed to be armed and extremely dangerous, and anyone who saw him should call 911 immediately and not approach Adams. Metro Police said they received information Adams was at a business in the 1500 block of Lake Mead Boulevard. When officers responded to the area, they found Adams armed with a firearm in the backyard of a residence on Dwayne Stedman Avenue near MLK Boulevard and Balzar Avenue. Well, I mean, it's always MLK Boulevard, right? I mean, MLK didn't die for ninjas to continue to just crash out in this ignorant way. Dude just blew his freaking brains out. Officers gave verbal commands for Adams to drop his weapon, but he ignored the commands and died by self-deletion. The Clark County Coroner's Office will release the names of those killed at the apartment complex. So they're going to release the names. We don't know the names yet, but I just thought I'd go ahead and hop on the story. I usually do like waiting, though, but at the end of the day, I want to report on it while it's fresh. So let's see. They have somebody, I guess this is a witness, and this is from KTNV Channel 13 Las Vegas Facebook page. It's a little loud, so I'm turning it down.
From his demeanor and everything, then no. But like I say, we never can tell what someone is going through. And some things it just takes, if you don't have and you're not in the right frame of mind, You never know what it will take to somebody to do that.
Yeah, so I mean, another example of black people just making excuses. Just making excuses. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. Let's see what the comments are saying. Someone says, coming soon, the Libbies will have a bronze statue erected in his honor, right? Wait a minute, you guys reported that he was caught. What is going on here? Life is hard, and you just don't know what people are going through. No, he shouldn't have taken any other lives, but that's how it goes sometimes. Wow. These are the people defending Fresno, California. From Fresno, California. Yeah. No shit. These people are defending this. This is a black woman. There's a black woman. I mean, Rose Janice. I don't know it. I mean, I'll show you. This is what I mean, guys. Like when I'll show you what she looks like. She's defending this shit. So like people try and come at me and all this kind of stuff. But there's no justification for what this man did. Ain't no justification. And the fact that you have a black woman defending him and he killed 4 women, potentially black women, and shot a 13-year-old girl who is potentially a black girl. Now, I don't know who the victims are. We don't know anything about the victims yet. The police haven't released it, but I'm just going to assume, allegedly. She says, and these ignorant comments in dealing with these hateful people in finances be just the thing. So the comments made him do it, and him being a broke ass ninja. So Christy Sinar, a white woman from Troy, Montana, responds, it does not justify him murdering people, period. And then she said, and I said that. And then somebody responds to Chrissy, you don't know what life justifies until you're in that situation. Quit speaking out your ass. And this is from Matthew Hines, a black man from Las Vegas. I don't see from this interaction, I don't see where we can come to any type of, I don't see where the solution is in these comments. I really don't. Because this is an everyday dynamic. This is an everyday conversation. And if you can't admit that what this guy did was completely wrong and there's no justification, I don't care what the hell he was going through in his life. He didn't have the right to kill other people. Hey, if you want to take yourself out, hey, look, and you're not going to hurt anybody else. Obviously, I wouldn't want that to happen. But hey, I mean, shit, at least you're not hurting anybody else. But we're going to continue to see this justification. But black women are so willing to defend these Thug Max Alpha Simps, and then these woke, sexually fluid ninjas as well. This guy is, you don't know what he's going through. I don't give a fuck what he's going through. He's a piece of shit. Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy, And that's how we should be feeling about it. Let's get into some more of these comments. They said he killed 5 people. He didn't even know them. Wow. So he didn't even know them. So we don't even know if they were black or family or anything. Just shot them at a complex. My daughter knew one of the girls. So sad. Vegas is small. Lots of people know each other. He wanted to die. He should have done himself. Not innocent people. Agreed. I'm trying to figure out how he was apprehended, but then he was able to commit suicide. Doesn't make sense. So this dude's trying to make a conspiracy out of it. Dude, he shot himself. The initial reports might have been, the police apprehended him. And that's the news making a mistake. And they have retracted it, which they made a retraction in many articles. Just this last article that I read, they made a retraction in the spelling of Eric Adams' name. They spelled Eric with a K. And I don't know what, I forget exactly what production that was. But, it was ABC 13. And they misspelled his name. And then they put out, he was apprehended. No, he killed himself. So So boom, boom, boom. When did this happen? This is a false report. The man is deceased. SMH, please put out the correct info. So I think they edited it, or, you know, shout out to our tough on crime Republican governor for all he's doing to raise the crime rate. So you have somebody who's being hard on the Vegas governor. Did he commit suicide while under arrest? So he committed suicide or get arrested. So people are, you know, the news put out he was arrested, and then now they're backtracking and retracting and say, hey, he committed suicide. This is a brother who is defending Eric Adams. I'm hearing so many stories about Eric Adams. We hearing he dead. We hearing Ninkael. What? Ninkael? The people want to know we love you, E. Whoa. We hearing Ninkael? I don't know what that is. That some? Do any niggas know what the fuck that means? Okay, I'm here and seen it with my own eyes. Rest in peace, my dog, Eric Adams. So he's saying rest in peace. Let's see. People are praying too. The community. Oh, RIP. They said it was suicide. Frowny face. Didn't he kill 5 people? Somebody said. And then Lisa Marie responds, yes, he did. And then somebody says, killed 5 and shot a 13-year-old that's in critical condition. Yep. And people are in the comments because this guy, Tony, is defending Eric Adams. Somebody said, RIP, no brains. Where you at on Lake Mead? ? He said, me and Shannon was at Booker. So it looks like the community is definitely supporting him. Definitely supporting him. Especially the black community in Las Vegas. The black community in Las Vegas is supporting him. Let me repeat. The black community in Las Vegas is supporting this mass shooter who killed 5 innocent people, has another minor in critical condition, and the black community is supporting him. Wow. I mean, what the fuck are we supposed to do with this? I mean, seriously, what are we supposed to do with this? Tony, he killed himself. This shit crazy. All these years I've been knowing him, just found out he my relative today. Niggas just be finding out everybody cousins. Oh shit, that was your cousin. You knew that nigga that killed himself. That was your cousin. Jesus Christ. I don't know what triggered this, but he was a cool, loving person, always smiling, and can sign where my lighter at. Tony, he killed himself. His sister posted he's gone. Damn, I would love to figure out who the sister is. It's sad. No, the news updated the story. He was found dead, and they said he is no longer a threat to the community. Never seen where he was in jail. Just sad, the whole situation. Also read he was in jail. He did. Somebody said, I just read right now he died by suicide. Don't know how true it is. It's true. They said it's true. So this is a homeboy confirming. Nigga said RIP, no brains again. Is this like something that niggas say in the... I've never heard that. RIP, no brains, or are they like making fun of him? I can't... like, I don't know if it's a joke or if it's like genuinely like endearing talk from the community. I'm not sure. Man, but I mean, these stories are always tough to cover. Guys, hit the PayPal, hit the Cash App if you want your posts read, if you want your if you want your comment read. Shout out to let's see, Romero Dubois with the $10 Cash App. He said, for here's a dime for your time. Appreciate that, Romero Dubois. Yeah, guys, support the channel. Let's see what y'all talking about in here. Romero Dubois says he looked nutty too. Former crackhead. Constinius said, hi, BGZ. Is this more selective outrage from the community? I mean, I don't think there's outrage at all. The women seem to be into thug or mass shooters that destroy the community. Yeah, I mean, that's a fact. They don't have that same outrage in the community when Pookie and Ray Ray causes chaos and havoc as they do when a white officer stops a criminal. And here's the thing. They're like, you know, showing love to this guy and all this kind of stuff. It's making me think that his victims were not black, and that's why people are supporting him. But if his victims were black, then yeah, they wouldn't be out here openly criticizing him, but they would throw him under the bus in the comments. Oh, he did her wrong. See, that's why I don't fuck with these niggas. You know, they'll do that. But then if his victim's white, oh, he was mental health, he was going through some stuff. It's nuts out here, man. But this is his homeboy, Tony Spann. He's saying bro was a good person, all that type of stuff. Look, he got some interesting quotes. Be careful who you build with because people will use you for the foundation and finish the structure with somebody else. Always remember, rumors are carried by haters, spread by fools, and accepted by idiots. So, you know, I'm not going to go too deep into his personal life, even though he got everything on Facebook. Let's see. All right, let's keep going. I'm just trying to figure out a little bit more about him. Yeah, I mean, he's a San Francisco 49ers fan. That's for damn sure. Look like he got kids, a family. I mean, that's the homie, I guess. Very interesting. Very interesting. Let's keep going. So Facebook has a lot of good information too. When these things go down, you get information very quickly. And then you get family commenting on it and all that kind of stuff. Okay, and I think that's pretty much all the news on the Eric Adams stuff. So yeah. All right, guys. Well, like I said, there's not much information on this story besides what I've already showed you. But we can get into how the news is reporting on it. And then we'll go ahead and close out. But like I've said before, unfortunately, what's happening is black men have become the face of mass shootings in America. And in my opinion, this is only the beginning. There's no real condemnation. There's no real accountability on a mainstream level. Yeah, these dudes might take a charge or you know, like this guy, he killed himself, which doesn't sit right with me either. But yeah, they might get individual justice, but the community doesn't think this is a problem. They don't think that this is a problem that we have. And I'm trying to tell you right now, it's a huge issue. Let's see. Let me read some more of you guys' chats. Dub says too many murder self-deletions occur if you're gonna self-delete. Why you gotta dust others before yourself? Yeah. Constantinus. They will blame the gun instead of the person. Yep. AK said he didn't mean to kill 5 people. Right. Constantinus. Tinus? Is it Tinus or Tinus? This won't get national coverage on the news. Does not fit the narrative. Yeah. Beast Life over 50. Sisters and liberal white women are destroying this country and Western civilization. Constantinus again. Remember when Stop Asian Hate happened? Then when they started doing the research, they stopped airing anything on it and sweeping it under the rug. Yeah, because, you know, unfortunately, the Asian hate, a lot of the Asian hate is coming from the black community toward Asians. And it's not like, oh, black people are just online talking shit about Asians. It's not even like that at all. It's for some reason in person. I don't know. There's something going on where ninjas are triggered by Asian people, especially if they own a store in their neighborhood, because they probably thinking, oh, y'all owe reparations and all that kind of stuff. You know, we got big reparations talk going on. But yeah, it's wild. I don't know what it is, but you have a lot of, I mean, we see it in New York, we see it in California, we see it in many places. You got a lot, and usually it's homeless niggas, but I mean, it's niggas nonetheless putting in work on innocent Asian people randomly for no reason. And I mean, innocent people in general, because we all know that anybody can get it when it comes to these super gremlins on demon time. But because like people are like, oh, well, why do you care if it's an interracial murder? I don't care if it's an interracial murder, but it's important to track because, you know, different narratives are being spun from what's actually going on. So you can't actually correct a problem if you think the issue is somewhere else. Like if black people continue to think, oh, we're being hunted down by white people, which every nigga in their right mind knows that is not true at all. If anything, you know, for the most part, a white person is not going to fuck with you. Like any black guy, especially a guy, you might get microaggressions as a sister working in, you know, corporate America, paper pushing. But any black guy knows that no random white guy is just going to come fuck with you. I mean, it just doesn't happen. They might start a conversation with you, you know, but they're not going to come on some animosity, hostility. And this is from me living in the deep South. And I'm telling you right now, I've never seen just like a unprovoked white guy pressing a black guy in real life. I've never seen it ever. Even provoked. I oftentimes will see the white guy walk away. Like when you go out on the town and you know, you know, going to parties and stuff like that, going to clubs, you see these sometimes hostile interactions. Most of the time it's fine, but I mean, most of the time it's either black guys fighting and shit, waiting outside the club, posted up. But if there is an altercation, an interracial altercation, you're not going to see the white guy escalate that thing. I promise you. B-Slice over 50 says the black community is mostly supportive of black mass shooters, but scream white supremacy when a white person does it. Yeah. Dub says every year, many people who ate a gun barrel fired and got a hole in head survive. Yeah, that is true. Romero Dubo, black folks losing their empathy for other human beings. Yeah, and there, I mean, I think Nick Cannon said, oh, well, black people are the most empathetic. I mean, where are you seeing that? Because that is reflected in behavior, and I just don't have the behavioral track record to back that up. I mean, I know myself and I'm, you know, I could feel for somebody's pain and stuff like that, but I'm also not just going to sit up here and sulk over somebody. So, you know, and I can definitely analyze these stories in an objective fashion, because you kind of have to put a certain part of you away to really cover these types of things. But anyways, Romero Dubo says, and I don't mind his Devil's Workshop. Keep that in mind. Yep. Beast Life over 50 says, let's see what the victims look like. Yep. Natty Witt says 24. I mash thumbs up. Nice. Dub says also punching white women in the face recently. Yep. In New York. Romero Dubo says it be mostly sisters mad at Asians for not frying their chicken wings hard enough. Natty Witt says super gremlins come in many shades and genders. Agreed. Natty Witt says everyone that interprets what another person thinks is a liar. Yeah. So anyways, let's keep going. All right.
Behind me, you see Eric Adams. North Las Vegas police have identified this man as a suspect in an overnight shooting at an apartment complex. Police say 5 people are dead and a 13-year-old girl in critical condition at UMC. Officers are telling 8 News Now that Adams has been located. Joining us right now, 8 News Now reporter Ryan Matthey. He's live in North Las Vegas with more details on this developing story. Ryan.
Well, Ozzy, just an hour ago, police told us the suspected shooter was, quote, no longer a threat. And they're working 2 scenes in the valley today, over 12 hours after that first call came in. The first scene is what you see behind me here. This is an apartment complex on Craig and Commerce. This is called the Crantreg Villas, excuse me. This, where police found 2 units on top of each other with bodies inside them. That first call was just after 10 last night. It was for reports of a shooting in Unit 2161. That's on the second floor. Inside, police found the bodies of 2 middle-aged women. A 13-year-old girl also taken to UMC trauma in critical condition. Later, they went on to one floor down. That's unit 1161. That's directly underneath the first unit, and where police said they found the bodies of 2 women and a man, all in their 20s.
Wow.
5 adults in total, now dead, a minor in the hospital. Neighbors we spoke to didn't know the total count until we told them.
How do you think this is going to impact everybody who lives here?
Larry, some people gonna move. Like I'm thinking, man, I'm like, but then it don't matter where you go, so.
It don't matter where you go, but on the contrary, yes, it does, and we all know that it does. We all know that it does matter where you go, and that's the issue. It does matter if you go in a rural area where there's a low population of anybody. You know, that lowers your chances of being a victim of a heinous crime like this, right? When you go into a mainly white area, that is going to lower your risk on having something like this happen. And it's just the facts. Just like I mean, you see Maine, I mean, they're getting a little crime now, but very white state, not much crime. And there's a reason for that. It's because the community, Black people, have been programmed, brainwashed into the Thug Max Alpha Simp culture, into the super gremlin culture, into the crash out culture, into the ops culture. And the old heads, they don't get it. This guy, I mean, he's probably in his early 50s. He don't get it. He doesn't get it at all. He can't put 2 and 2 together. He can't, in his mind, he can't rationalize, oh, these young ninjas are a different breed than the cats that I was growing up with, right? He the type of old head to still call, oh, the man, the young cats. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't get it. He doesn't get it. But there has been a culture shift. There has been a mentality shift. And one thing pivotal that he said, oh, well, people might just move away. And he was thinking about moving away, but then he's like, well, it don't matter where you go. And that's the rationalization hamster wheel going in his mind. But he knows damn well it matters where you go. He knows damn well it does. But that's the, I got to stay on code, the rationalization hamster in his mind, saying it don't matter where you go. You can get shot by anywhere. You can get shot by the police, right? Just like in my intro where the lady screaming, I can get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere. It's just not true. And this is where the white flight comes from. See, a lot of Black folks are just late to the party. I'm not going to leave my community. I'm going to make sure that, you know, we get things right. Shooting after shooting after shooting, property value going down, you know, by dozens of percentiles. And he's still, I'm not going to leave my community. And then when it's finally time to sell or move or whatever, I mean, I know they're an apartment complex, but in a traditional neighborhood where you're owning something, when it's finally time to sell, you asking for the price 10 years ago. Nah, that's not the price no more, bruh. The price is $50,000. It used to be worth $500,000, but then them niggas who moved in across the street fucked the whole neighborhood up and everybody left. That's what happens.
Larry, some people gonna move. Like I'm thinking, man, I'm like, but then it don't matter where you go, so it can happen on a nice street because we seeing that all the time.
It can happen on a nice street. Now, tell me what did he really mean to say? I mean, let's keep it above.
Yeah, police have yet to release further details on this. As for that second scene, an officer did tell us he was en route to get more information from an unknown location where the suspect was reportedly found in. We did just get done speaking with a different person who lives here. He claimed to have somewhat of an informal relationship with the man accused of the shooting. This man telling us that Eric Adams was living here with a romantic partner in that first floor unit we were speaking about earlier today. Will be on scene all day today trying to confirm that with police. For now, reporting live in North Las Vegas, Ryan Matthew, 8 News Now.
Ryan, thank you. Please be safe again. Avoid this area. Officers say a 13-year-old seriously hurt. I'm just going over a few of the bullet points here with you. And then the 13-year-old was sent to UMC for an apparent gunshot wound. Police say, again, the suspect, Eric Adams, like Ryan mentioned, has been located. And again, we'll continue to follow the story on and online throughout the day. Ryan, thank you.
Woo! This is rough. This is rough, yo. But this is happening on a every day. I mean, it feels like every day. New mass shooting. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's see if we can find more news stories on this one. Okay, I found one from ABC News, and they actually have comments on the Newsbreak app. They actually have comments on the Newsbreak app, so these comments gonna be juicy. Lord, I know they're gonna go crazy. This clip is only 26 seconds, but let's see.
Police have arrested 47-year-old Eric Adams, the man they believe shot and killed 5 people last night and left a 6th victim, a teenage girl, in serious condition. Police named Adams as a suspect. The deaths of 2 women at an apartment complex off Casa Norte Drive just after 10 last night. While police were investigating, a 13-year-old girl showed up at UMC's trauma center where she remains in critical condition. Police have
Woo! So there you have it. That little snippet is the best ABC could come up with, and then they just they pass it to the local channel. So they got all the details in this article. Now let's get to the comments. Okay, no comments on white supremacy or another Trump supporter. The only thing refreshing about this terrible news: people need to quit with the hate and stupidity. Prayers for the victims' families and our country. Yep, sure, a fine man he ain't, or yep, sure, a fine man ain't he. Is that LeVar Brown from the Cleveland show? Coward. Did this happen 5 years ago? ABC wouldn't show the suspect that is this soon. So that was an interesting take from Tad Dallin. Tad Dallin. Can you guys see that right here? He says, did this happen 5 years ago? ABC wouldn't show the suspect this soon. Yeah. And the only reason, like I said, they show the suspect this soon is because he deleted himself. He was an a-hole for doing what he did. The victim did not deserve this. He was a coward to boot. My condolences to the family. May they RIP. Wow. Either way, hell is waiting for him. You kill in cold blood, then take your own life. That's a demonic spirit, and the lake of fire will get him right. I like that one. Thinking of the victims' families, geez. They were home and were murdered. We think that's the safest place to be when this craziness happens. May they rest peacefully. Terribly sad. The good news, since he died by self-deletion, the police and court systems have little to no paperwork. SMH. Bet it had everything to do with drugs, stealing, or money. It had everything to do with demon time. Somebody put the devil. Yep, that is true. Well. Saved the people money. Okay, the article is saying the gunman was 57, but the newscasts are saying he's 47. That's a 10-year difference anyways. What a piece of shit. He took himself out because he knew he had hell coming to him for killing those people in cold blood. What a coward to be that evil, to go and kill what I'm guessing is an ex and her kids, and then to kill himself before he couldn't face the music for what he did. And here's the thing, though. The news is saying that it's random people. Now, the news obviously has gotten things wrong before, but there's potentially no relationship between him and the people he killed, so that makes it even worse, in my opinion. This is bullshit. The news needed to be known worldwide instead of on my phone. And the Juneteenth celebration continues. Damn. Some people just fucking stupid for no reason with your hateful prejudice ass. And this is Fancy Southerner. She didn't like that comment. Somebody says, seriously, he used that comment before. I had to see what he looked like. And he's an older man holding a young child. You know, the hate is passed down from generation to generation. So as you can see, the sisters in here, there is a battle, if you will, about his comment. It wasn't no Juneteenth celebration in Arkansas on last Friday when Billy Bob murdered 4 people and injured others. These men are spineless cowards. Yeah, I mean, I agree. And I'm going to cover that story too. Typical perpetrator of gun violence in the USA equals Tyrone. So let's see what the comments saying on this one. The mass shooters beg to differ. And then Live, Love, Laugh one would be wrong on that. We all know. Somebody said they all been diverse lately, whether in schools or not, to be honest. And that is true. And it's not, they're diverse. 85% of these mass shootings, unfortunately, are committed by black men. This is why I coined the phrase black men have become the face of mass shooting in America. And it's just a silent face because it's almost like a silhouette because the mainstream news media is painting a different picture. And I think that that does a disservice to everyone. We just need to report the facts and what's actually going on. Was that Tyrone who shot 4 or 5 people the other day and 2 were officers? I'll answer that. Of course, not the purpose, still living. Somebody says coward. Mass shooting and hadn't heard a thing except for this one-off story on Newsbreak. You think since gun violence has caused there to be a state of emergency declared? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, the shooter is ... So people are definitely waking up. Oh, wait, the manufacturers are ... So this is a retort to that comment. So they're definitely battling it out in the comments. And it's definitely a racial comment battle. It is. It was suicide. So why make it national news? Somebody says because he killed others, they just letting the family know it was suicide so they won't be trying to sue the police for wrongful death. This is the America the Democrats wanted. No one is safe. Taxes are out of control and people are broke. And we're going to see a lot of comments on this one. What does this have to do with anything? This is the America that Republicans wanted. Everyone gets a gun and a man with a felony can run for office. Okay, so they're definitely going at Trump here. Wow. Dem versus Republican has nothing to do with these sick people. Free will. Yeah. I mean, so yeah, people are battling it out on the comments. It's always interesting to see the comments, and I y'all know I love the comments going through them. Somebody said bad drug trips suck, but hopefully he did us all a favor. Bad drug trip, they're saying. Yeah, I just don't buy it. But who knows? Sure, we'll get all the facts soon. They're all coming out. Slowly but surely. And this case is going to get closed quickly since he self-deleted. Let's see if this video will play for me. Let me stop the share and refresh really quickly. Sorry, guys. We do it live. We do it live. All right, cool. But yeah, guys, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Black Gen Z Mindset. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Black Gen Z Mindset. I'm being severely shadow banned, censored, demonetized officially over and over and over again. They don't want this message to come out. They don't want you to be safe. They don't want you to understand the social dynamics that we're living in today's time. And I'm just going to lay it all out there, point blank. I'm not going to back down. I'm not going to hold my tongue. I'm going to just tell it how it is, how I see it, and the mindset of these monsters that we continue to cover on every single day. Okay, so I guess this video actually doesn't have... Oh, it has audio, but it's very low. So this is the aftermath of the shooting. As you can see, taped off everywhere. So You see it's taped off. You see that little open house sign, the Craig Ranch Villas. Well, we can look into the Craig Ranch Villas as well. That'll be interesting. Just to give you a perspective of the location of where this all occurred. Oh shit! Did y'all hear that? Sound like the audio was about to go crazy. All right. Okay, so just going to give you guys the aerial view of what we're looking at here. So here we go. Here's the Craig Ranch Villas. And I'm assuming it happened, you know, somewhere within these apartments over here, these multi-family units. You got the pool right here. But yeah, I mean, it looks like a nice area, a decent area. You have, you know, nice homes all around this place. And man, it's just, it's crazy that this can happen. I mean, he potentially, I don't know why he crashed out, but this doesn't help the Craig Ranch Village. Damn, y'all heard that shit again? Yeah, so this is the scene of the crime, just different clips. Not much here. Very boring stuff. But these stories are real. These stories are real. Mm, 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 mm. Let's see. Yep, that's pretty much it. Let's see if we can get some more reports from this one. It's a lot going on, man. But obviously, the community is completely on fire. Man, it's just wicked stuff. Let's see. Nope. So they don't have more details on it. They're just graphics, pictures, no more video. This story is dead in the water. I do have the neighbor's interview describing the mindset or the mind state of Eric Adams before this event actually occurred. So we can definitely talk about that. Just want to go ahead and let this load up. Oh, it's the same video we saw on Facebook. It's only 21 seconds. I wonder where the full video is at. Anyways, we can watch it again. What the hell?
But
No, sorry. Let me run it back.
from his demeanor and everything, then no. But like I say, you know, we never can tell what someone is going through. You know, and some things it just takes, if you don't have and you're not in the right frame of mind, you never know what it will take to somebody to do that.
Boom. So that's it. And he ended it on that. So that's where we'll end it, fellas, ladies. Man, what a crazy story. Obviously, these things should not be happening. We got to be more proactive in preventing them. group acknowledgement, group accountability, the first thing that should be in the plan to stop this type of violence, especially within the Black community. Because this is killer. This is killer right here. Okay? No pun intended. But yeah, this story is tough. The story's tough. It's hard to deal with. It's in our face. And we have to come to terms and come to grips that these super gremlins are on demon time. All right, guys. So we are going to send it off to Jinquavius Jackson and take us away. It is the Black Gen Z Mindset, BGZM News 17. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Go to the merch store. It is in the description box if you guys are interested in the merch. Hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal. These stories will not be found on mainstream media at all. And I think we do a pretty good job of consolidating all the information into one format. So I appreciate you guys' support. It's not easy running this channel, overcoming all the obstacles that we have overcome. But I do think it is worth it. I think it is a net positive on exposing this type of behavior, this violence, particularly in the Black community. And I ultimately think that it's going to lead to group acknowledgement. I really do. And hopefully you guys will be there on this ride with me to bring up the awareness, bring up the group acknowledgement, because group acknowledgement must come first before group accountability. But you already know what it is. We're out. Hey, make sure you comment on the stream immediately after it ends too. That helps with the algo. Don't forget to like the video if you haven't already. And don't forget, these super gremlins are on demon time. What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Jinquavius Jackson, and y'all already know I'm demonetized and shadow banned in this bitch. So if you want to contribute, go to the Cash App, the PayPal, the GoFundMe, or join the Patreon. Also, don't forget to visit the merch store for all your favorite BGZM News 17 gear, including our exclusive Trump is a Blood t-shirt. Go fast before they sell out. They are already flying off the shelves, no cap. And remember, these super gremlins are on demon time.
Yo, what's good, BGZM News 17 family? I'm at the corner of Jesse Jackson and Marcus Garvey, and I got some bad news for you. As you can see, I lost my job. I'm out here living in cardboard boxes outside of boarded up vacant homes. YouTube said I'm done getting money out here in these streets. They even took my funky ass suit. So anything right now would help. So go ahead and hit that Cash App, hit that PayPal, hit that GoFundMe. Hell, cop the merch. Or if you want to make the long-term commitment to the Jinquavius Jackson Fund, join the Patreon so that I can continue to put out top-notch content each and every day. Also, check out the Rumble, where there is absolutely no censorship. Link in the description box below.
Hey, yo, ain't that nigga Jinquavius? Yo, I recognize.
No, that's not me no more.
Hey, yo, run your pocket.
Y'all killing me with this shit.
Do the opposite of Antonio Brown and take
What
all your
more do you want from me?
Gang violence and other kind of violence. So it is what it is.